December 22nd, 2008. The Tennessee Valley Authority's Kingston Fossil Plant suffers a major fly ash spill. The waste covered hundreds of acres west of Knoxville, resulting in the evacuation of a nearby residential area. It also damaged a natural gas line, disrupted power and transportation. In the aftermath, TVA ended up buying all 180 properties and 150 houses affected by the spill and recovery effort. Construction workers haul off the last remaining piles of fly ash from the 2008 spill. At that time, an earthen dike failed, releasing an estimated 5.4 million cubic yards of fly ash into 300 acres surrounding the Kingston Fossil Plant. The land received a big-time makeover. But what about the effects of the fly ash on the health of people and the environment? According to the TVA, it's not a problem.
We look to independent studies. They have determined in thousands and thousands of samples and in 2 studies that are public that there is no harm to human health as a result of the elements that are in coal ash. But I understand that people are worried and perhaps there's other issues and they need to check with their physician.
Tell that to worried residents living near fly ash impoundments in Pennsylvania. Sonny Markish lives in Laybell. The view from his yard is a massive dump site complete with the rumble of large trucks hauling the ash. He showed CBN News a substance around his property that he says has been tested and proven to be fly ash.
This is in the back of the house, and you can see it's all over everywhere.
Sonny says he and his wife have battled cancer and he has asthma.
I certainly don't believe that it is helping me, especially like when I come out here, my eyes begin to water. I can taste foul things, and I see dust that is coming from the dump up there.
The primary concern for residents of Laybell, Pennsylvania is what's called fugitive dust. They say because the fly ash is not contained properly, the wind blows it into their communities, coating their properties and affecting their health. Sonny's neighbors, Emma and Rudy Smith, tell CBN News they are both on kidney dialysis.
It ate the roof off of my home. So if it did that, what is it doing to the insides of my body? You know, breathing, I'm coughing, my eyes burn, I can't go outside and sit.
Emma's husband Rudy believes fly ash is at least partly to blame for the death of his friend, who was only 56 years old.
I want this community to be cleaned up. I'm tired of seeing my friends in this community died. My friend I used to work at the coal mine with, Mike Crosney, he died from cancer in the sinuses.
The nation's largest coal ash impoundment is about an hour and a half north of Laybell. Despite its massive size, it's known as Little Blue Run and sits on the Pennsylvania-West Virginia border. The fly ash is stored in this large body of water, and like the residents in Laybell, homeowners here say health issues are prevalent. Sabrina Mislevy tells CBN News she knows a lot of people who are sick, and she blames fly ash.
I'd say about 83 for sure. And I believe it's due, and it's all health problems, whether it's cancer or it's lung, simple sinus issues, asthma, which is lung, you know, skin rashes that are just appear for no reason.
Marcy Hughes lives near Little Blue Run. Doctors diagnosed her daughter with Hodgkin's disease, a cancer of the lymphatic system. Marcy believes fly ash is connected.
When we went to a physician in Pittsburgh, he asked us point blank what were we doing in Beaver County, because at the same time she was diagnosed with Hodgkin's, there were several other.
A September 2010 report by Physicians for Social Responsibility and Earth Justice states, quote, coal ash commonly contains some of the world's deadliest toxic metals: arsenic, lead, mercury, cadmium, chromium, and selenium. These and other toxicants in coal ash can cause cancer and neurological damage in humans. The report goes on to say coal ash toxics have the potential to injure all of the major organ systems, damage physical health and development, and even contribute to mortality. Lisa Graves Marcusi works for the Environmental Integrity Project. She's an advocate for the people living near Laybell and Little Blue Run.
And as someone who has visited and really spent lots of time with folks in these neighborhoods who are living near these sites, there seems to be a pattern that develops that makes you wonder, is there a correlation between? And I think at this point we don't know, but I think we should be erring on the side of caution and putting in safety mechanisms that really are common sense so that we can protect human health.
Marcucci and others want the EPA to establish federal minimum standards for all 50 states to protect the health of people and the environment, standards that the states would enforce. They include lining fly ash dumps as well as covering them daily, putting tarps over the trucks that haul the ash, full disclosure of pollutants in the ash, rules to control fugitive dust, the phasing out of wet storage ponds like Little Blue Run, and continuous monitoring at the dump sites.
And we need to say that maybe the cost of doing business includes healthy protections for everyone, workers and people who share the fence line.
The Environmental Protection Agency officially considers fly ash non-hazardous waste. Even so, its website acknowledges fly ash contains, quote, contaminants like mercury, cadmium, and arsenic associated with cancer and various other serious health effects. The website goes on to say EPA's risk assessment and damage cases demonstrate that without proper protections, these contaminants can leach into groundwater and often migrate to drinking water sources, posing public significant health concerns. In addition, in a written statement to CBN News, the EPA said fly ash is composed of very small, fine particles, and breathing in fly ash may cause respiratory problems in humans.
It's coming on my property, harming me and my wife, plus my neighbors, plus my dogs. I've lost 4 or 5 dogs to cancer. You know, it's just not right.
Mark Martin, CBN News, Tennessee and Pennsylvania.